Welcome class in this video of concentration of solution. So concentration of solution, it means amount of solute present in a given sample of solution, or we can say that it is a relative amount of solute and solvent present in a given sample of solution is known as concentration of solution. So concentration, it means a relative amount of solute and solvent. We know that when one solute dissolve in a solvent, then solutions are formed. These solute and solvents are also known as disperse phase and dispersion medium in case of colloidal solution. And the amount of solute present in a solution is known as concentration of solution. Suppose 4 teaspoon sugar is present in 1 glass water, then the concentration of this solution is must be 4 teaspoon per glass. So it is 4 teaspoon per glass. It means what? Ki 4 teaspoon sugar dissolve in 1 glass water. So that is their concentration. So concentration, it means amount of solute present in a given sample of solution, or we can call it the relative amount of solute and solvent in the solution is known as concentration of solution. In other words, we can say that the amount of solute present in a given sample of solution is known as concentration of solution. So concentration, it means the amount of solute present in a given sample of solution, or a given sample is must be unit in their mass or in their volume. So आप volume के भी टर्म में आप इसको एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो, मास के भी टर्म में आप इसको एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं. सो कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ सॉल्यूशन is defined by various different ways, or we can say that we can define concentration of a solution by different various ways, because the amount can be measured in different ways. Like we can measure mass of solute, or we can measure volume of solute, or we can measure number of particles of solute. So concentration of solution is defined or is can explain by various ways, because there are several ways to explain amount of solute. And concentration, it means nothing, it is only amount of solute present in a given sample of solution, or relative amount of solute and solvent is known as concentration of solution. And we know that one solute dissolve in a solvent and form a solution. So relative amount of solute and solvent is known as solution, concentration of solution. So it is a relative amount of solute and solvent. It can be measured by various ways. For example, the first one is mass by mass percentage. It is represented by W by W. So mass by mass percentage, it means mass of solute in gram by total mass of solution into 100 is known as mass by mass percentage. So with the help of mass by mass percentage, we can calculate concentration of solution in term of their mass. So the formula for mass percentage is, so mass of solute but a total mass of solution into 100. Actually it is obtained by unitary method. So for example, suppose we have 5 liter solution. So in 5 liter solution, these it consists, sorry, it is not liter, it is kg maybe. So 5 kg solution consists 10 gram solute, then 1 kg, it must consist 10 by, so 1 kg, so 1 kg it means what? It is itna by itna. So 5 kg को आप लिख सकते हैं 5000 gram in term of gram, it can be written as, no problem. So by 5000, and if you work for 100, per 100 is known as percentage. So percentage it means what? It आप out of 100 कितना है वो आप calculate कर लेते हो, तो into 100, so it becomes इतना into 100. It means what? It is mass of solute, it is mass of solution and into 100. So actually this formula is obtained from unitary method and percentage value जो आप study करते हो, it is completely a mathematical concept. So mass by mass percentage, it means mass of solute in gram but a total mass of solution into 100. So if amount of solute and amount of solution both are in kg or gram, so mass अगर आप calculate कर रहे हो, relative mass का आप comparison अगर कर रहे हैं, so that's one concentration of solution and it is known as W by W value, it means mass by mass percentage. Similarly, in case of volume by volume percentage where amount of solute and solution both are given in liter value or ml value or any other volume काउंटिंग यूनिट, सो वॉल्यूम के लिए आप कोई भी काउंटिंग यूनिट यहाँ पे यूज किया जा सकता है, इधर लीटर, एमएल, सेंटीमीटर क्यूब, डेसीमीटर क्यूब, सो एनी कुछ भी वॉल्यूम से रिलेटेड अगर है, देन इट इज नॉन एज वॉल्यूम बाय वॉल्यूम परसेंटेज. एक्चुअली इन दिस डेफिनेशन ऑल्सो वी जस्ट कंपेयर द रिलेटिव अमाउंट ऑफ सॉल्यूट एंड सॉल्वेंट इन अ सॉल्यूशन, बिकॉज कंसंट्रेशन इट मीन्स रिलेटिव अमाउंट ऑफ सॉल्यूट एंड सॉल्वेंट प्रेजेंट इन अ सॉल्यूशन. सो वो दोनों रिलेटिवली कितना अवेलेबल है इस चीज को आप कैलकुलेट करते हो. तो अगर मास के हेल्प से अगर आप कैलकुलेट करते हैं देन इट इज नॉन एज मास बाय मास परसेंटेज. इफ वी कंपेयर देयर वॉल्यूम देन इट बिकम्स वॉल्यूम बाय वॉल्यूम परसेंटेज. इट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय B by V. V by V it means volume of solute but a volume of solution and into 100 for percentage value like this. So कुछ ऐसा ही होगा. So only gram change in ml, suppose 5000 ml solution and 10 ml is here solute. So in 5000 ml solution 10 ml solute are present. So in 1 ml solution it must consist 10 by 5000. For 100 it consists 10 by 5000 into 100. So this one also one measuring unit for concentration of solution with respect to volume. Similarly, the third one is also calculate concentration of solution in term of mass by volume. So mass by volume, it means कि here in this system amount of solute is measured by mass and amount of solution is measured in volume unit like meter cube, centimeter cube, लीटर, ml. सो एनी कोई भी वॉल्यूम का यूनिट आप यूज कर रहे हो मीन्स कि अमाउंट ऑफ जो आप सॉल्यूट ले रहे हैं उसका मास कैलकुलेट हो रहा है और सॉल्यूशन का वॉल्यूम कैलकुलेट हो रहा है. सो फॉर्मूला फॉर मास बाय वॉल्यूम इज मास ऑफ सॉल्यूट बट ए वॉल्यूम ऑफ सॉल्यूशन इनटू 100. 100 is here for percent value और out of 100 what amount of solute is present. So comparison to 100 कितना वो solute को consist कर रहा है इसी को आप percentage value बोलते हो. And these three are basic percentage concentration of a solution. These are mass by mass percentage, volume by volume percentage and also mass by volume percentage. Mass by mass percentage is represented by W by W, volume by volume percentage represented by V by V, and mass by volume is mass by volume percent is represented by W by V. So W it means mass of solute by volume of solution into 100. It gives a concentration value of a solution in term of mass by volume percentage. So these three are basic concentration measuring units and these three are most important in class 9 syllabus. But we can measure a concentration of solution in various units or by various ways because we know that the amount of solute can be measured in various ways. So amount of solute can be measured in various ways. It means their concentration can also be measured in various ways. Like in case of mass by mass, solute is in their gram value or mass value. Volume by volume, so solute is measured in volume of solute is measured here, and in case of mass by volume again mass of solute is measured here. So these three are basic concentration measuring units, and other three, these two are others measuring concentration units. So concentration of solution can also be measured in term of molality or in term of molarity. These are also two different units for measuring concentration of a solution, but in these two we will use number of mole of solute, and if molality is there, it is represented by small n, and number of mole present in per kg solvent, number of moles of solute present in per kg solvent is known as molality of the solution. It is also one concentration measuring unit. It is represented by small m, and molality, it means number of moles of solute by mole mass of solvent in kg. Whereas molarity, it is also one concentration measuring unit. It is represented by capital M, it is capital M, and molarity, R-I-T-Y, it is molarity, and this one molality. So molality is for per kg solvent, and molarity is for per liter solution. So what amount of solute or what number of solute particles present in per liter solution is known as molarity of solution, whereas number of mole of solute present in per kg solvent is known as molality. So molality and molarity, these are also two concentration measuring units in which amount of solute is measured in mole. So आप इसमें क्या करते हो कि जो अमाउंट ऑफ सॉल्यूट आपका जो था अभी तक, जो मास के रूप में आता था या वॉल्यूम के रूप में सॉल्यूट का आप मेजरमेंट आप करते थे, वही सॉल्यूट का मेजरमेंट अब हम यहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ मोल्स के फॉर्म में कर रहे हैं. इट मीन्स कि व्हाट नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स आर प्रेजेंट इन गिवन सैंपल ऑफ सॉल्यूशन. So what number of particles are present? Because mole is nothing, it is also one counting unit for measuring a very small particles like proton, like atoms, molecules, ions. So all these type of particles can be measured with the help of unit known as mole. And mole, it means what? Given mass by gram per mole mass is known as mole of solution. So given mass by gram per mole mass is known as mole of solution. So with the help of this formula, we can measure number of mole of a solute, because number of mole is equal to given mass by gram per mole mass. It means what? Ki number of mole is equal to given mass in gram by gram per mole mass. Gram per mole mass. It is also known as molar mass. Molar mass. We can call it molar mass, no problem. Okay. So number of mole, it means given mass in gram by gram per mole mass, or we can call it molar mass. So with the help of this formula, we can find out number of moles of solute, and when these number of moles are multiplied with Avogadro number, then we obtain number of particles. So these are either number of molecules or number of atoms. So we will write here number of particles. Particles is equal to number of moles. Number of moles can be calculated with the help of this formula, given mass in gram by gram per mole mass, that is also known as molar mass. So number of particles is equal to number of moles into Avogadro number. Avogadro number. And Avogadro number, all of you know that 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 is known as Avogadro number, and this is equal to 1 mole. If 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 mans are present in a particular place, then we can say that sir 1 mole persons are there. आप अगर इतना अगर आदमी भी जमा हो जाए, वैसे धरती पे इतना आदमी होगा संभव नहीं है, बट अगर इतना आदमी भी अगर हम कहीं जमा कर दें तो हम बता सकते हैं कि सर वहाँ पे 1 मोल पर्सन अवेलेबल है। लाइक जैसे कि डजन के लिए आपका होता है कि 12 अवेलेबल है तो आप बोलते हो सर 1 डजन है, 20 है तो 1 कैरी है, 100 होता है तो आप बोलते हो सर 1 सेंचुरी है। सो वैसा ही कुछ एवोगाड्रो नंबर के भी साथ होता है। इट इज अ फिक्स्ड नंबर, इट इज 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 एंड इफ इतने पार्टिकल्स अगर अवेलेबल है तो वो 1 मोल पार्टिकल्स हैं। और अगर किसी का नंबर ऑफ मोल्स निकालना है तो गिवन मास इन ग्राम बाय ग्राम पर मोल मास विच इज ऑल्सो नॉन एज मोलर मास, सो वी कैन फाइंड आउट द नंबर ऑफ मोल्स। व्हेन वी फाइंड आउट नंबर ऑफ मोल्स then we can also calculate, and number of mole is represented by small n, so we can also calculate number of particles. So particles, it means what? These are either atoms or molecules or ions, so these are combinedly known as particles. So इनको मैं combinedly यहाँ पे हम लोग particles बता रहे हैं. So molality, it means what? It is represented by small m. So number of mole of solute, so number of mole can be calculated with the help of this formula, given mass in gram by gram per mole mass or molar mass. So now put the value of number of moles of solute by mass of solvent in kg is known as molality, and it is represented by m. Now molarity, so m here capital, and moles of solute, so number of moles of solute, it can be calculated with the help of this formula. So number of mole of solute by volume of solution in liter. So in per liter solution, what number of particles of solute are present, or what number of moles of solute are present, is known as molarity. Now which one is more suitable in lab experiment? So which one is more suitable, this one, molality or molarity? Then we can say that sir, molality is more suitable. Molality. Why this one is more suitable? Because it depend upon kg, it is mass value. It never be changed by change in physical conditions like temperature, pressure or other physical conditions. If we change other physical conditions like temperature or pressure, then there is no change in kg. It is still 1 kg तो 1 kg रहेगा, 2 kg है तो 2 kg रहेगा, but it never be changed by change in physical condition of a substance or material or a solution. So it never be changed. But in case of molarity, when we change the temperature of the solution, then their volume becomes more, and in this case molarity is changed. It means what? Ki molarity is based on or depends on a temperature value, pressure value and other physical conditions. It means कि molarity is not suitable. Always molality is suitable for lab experiment value, because it is always constant. Molality is always constant. It never be changed by physical conditions like temperature, pressure. So इस तरह का कोई भी value आप अगर change करोगे तो वैसे केस में kg का वैल्यू तो चेंज नहीं हो सकता है. आप अगर टेम्परेचर को बढ़ा दो, प्रेशर को आप बढ़ा दो, टेम्परेचर को रिड्यूस करो, प्रेशर को रिड्यूस करो, आप कुछ भी कर लो, बट kg वैल्यू को तो आप चेंज नहीं कर सकते. नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ सॉल्यूट तो वहां पे कांस्टेंट है ही, और ये भी फिक्स हो गया. मींस मोलालिटी नेवर बी चेंज बाय चेंज इन फिजिकल कंडीशंस. सो मोलालिटी इज कंसीडर्ड एज मोस्ट फेवरेबल यूनिट फॉर मेजरिंग कंसंट्रेशन इन अ लैब एक्सपेरिमेंट कंपैरिजन टू मोलारिटी. सो मोलारिटी के कंपैरिजन में हम ज्यादा बेटर किसको मानते हैं? मोलालिटी को मानते हैं. नाउ द सिक्स्थ वन इज ऑल्सो वन मेजरिंग यूनिट फॉर कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ सॉल्यूशन. It is known as mole fraction. So how mole fraction work? Actually it is also one measuring unit for concentration of a solution, and we know that when A and B are mixed together, then a solution is formed here. And such type of solutions are known as binary solution, because it consists of two components. These are A and B. So here in this solution maybe 3 or more than 3 components are available. Maybe such solutions, if it consists 3 components, then it is known as trinary solution. Similarly, if it consists 4 components, then it is quaternary solution. अब कहोगे सर अगर सिंगल कंपोनेंट हुआ तो सर सॉल्यूशन बनेगा ही नहीं, बिकॉज एटलीस्ट वन सॉल्यूट must be dissolved in a solvent, so it must consist two values, that is A and B, or two components, that is A and B, or two constituents, that is A and B. So always वो two values hold करेंगे, एक को आप डिसॉल्व करोगे और एक के अंदर डिसॉल्व होगा, तो जिसका अमाउंट कम रहता है उसको आप यहाँ पे क्या बोलते हैं, सॉल्यूट. So this one is known as solute because their amount is less and there is no definition for defining solute and solvent. Only we can define solute and solvent on the basis of their amount. It is not well defined which one is considered as solute and which one is considered as solvent. So it is always depend upon their amount value. So those constituent which taken in small amount is known as solute and those constituent which taken in large amount is known as solvent. So it may be in trinary solution there are two solutes which are dissolved in a particular solvent. In quaternary solution maybe three solutes are there which are dissolved in a particular solvent. So in this session we will discuss only about binary solution. So suppose we have one solution whose components are A and B and the number of mole of A is Na and number of mole of B is Nb here. So it is number of mole of A present in solution and it is number of mole of B present in that particular solution. Then mole fraction of component A is equal to Na by Na plus Nb and mole fraction of component B is equal to Nb bata Na plus Nb. Here Nb is number of mole of B, Na is number of mole of component A and Nb is again here number of mole of component B. So with the help of this formula we can find out the concentration of solution in term of mole fraction. So mole fraction of A it means Na bata Na plus Nb and also mole fraction of component B is equal to Nb bata Na plus Nb. Suppose there are three components A, B and C. Then mole fraction of A becomes Na bata Na plus Nb plus Nc. Mole fraction of B is Nb bata Na plus Nb plus Nc and again mole fraction of C is equal to Nc bata Na plus Nb plus Nc. Now this one is represented by Xa, that is mole fraction of A, and this one is represented by Xb, which is mole fraction of B, and one relation is established here, that is Xa plus Xb is always equal to 1. So if we find out either one of them, either Xa or Xb, that is mole fraction of A and mole fraction of B, then we can easily find out the next one. So if we will find out Xa, then we can find Xb value. If we have Xb values, then we can find Xa value by subtracting either Xa or Xb from 1. So आप इसमें से इधर ले जाके घटा देंगे तो आपको दूसरा वाला वैल्यू मिल जाता है. So कोई भी एक वैल्यू अगर आपको पता है मोल फ्रैक्शन में से तो आप दूसरे के कंसंट्रेशन को आप फाइंड आउट कर सकते हो इन टर्म ऑफ मोल फ्रैक्शन. सो दिस 6 आर बेसिक units for measuring concentration of solution. These are mass by mass percentage, volume by volume percentage, mass by volume percentage, molality, molarity, mole fraction, and also the next one is ppm, parts per million. So actually parts per million or ppm is used for measuring concentration of those solution in which particles are extremely small and their numbers are very small. So वो बहुत कम होगा, नहीं millions में से अगर कुछ एक parts available हो. For example, amount of inert gas present in our atmosphere. So it is very less, all of you know that. So it is always measured in part per million, known as ppm. Or amount of carbon monoxide present in our atmosphere is also measured in ppm value. Other inert gases also measure in ppm value, that is parts per million. It means ki in 1 million solution, what amount of solute particles are available or what number of solute particles are available in 1 million solvent particles. So this one is known as parts per million. It is used for measuring concentration of those solution in which number of particles are very less present in solution. Okay students, so in next video we will discuss other topic related topic from this chapter. Okay, bye.